Hello everyone. Today we'll be learning about the class notebook and the assignments in our Teams, in our Microsoft Teams. So they are very useful. We've not been using them a lot. So these are all my teams. I have created one team, the trial team, wherein whatever I have to try out, I try in that team. So I'll be showing today the demonstration this trial teams. I'm clicking on that and you can see the posts, files, class notebook, assignment and the grades. I click on to the class notebook. So see what appears. Now it is asking me set up a OneNote class notebook. So I click on that and let's see, it is then giving me two options. So what are those two options? One is that set up a blank notebook or from the existing notebook content. So I click on the from the existing class notebook content and see what are the existing class the contents that are there. So first is the collaboration space. Here the team notes are stored and the teacher and the students both can edit the content. If I want some thing to be done by all the students, so I post it here. Then you have the content library. Here you can put in the content. The teacher can edit the content, but the students can only view the content. Next, what you have next is the teacher only section. Now this is something very important. It's a private space for the teachers. The teacher can edit the content here. The students cannot view the content, so it is kept safely over here. Whatever I want to upload later on, I can store all the tests over here or the assignments. The last is the student personal notebooks. Now this is the private space for each student and the teacher can edit whatever content the child is presenting or sending to the students. The students can edit his or her own content and can't view the other notebook. So this is completely a private space for the students and the students can work on their own whatever they want to write here and present to the teachers. So what all tasks the teacher is giving to the students, that all is done in this place wherein the students do the work on their own. The teacher can view it and edit it if she has to check the work. Now after we've seen all the content whatever is going to be there in our class notebook, we click on the next button. Clicking on the next button, we get an option, choose the content you want to copy into this notebook, the content library, the teacher only section, and I feel that it's all okay. So I go on to the next and I create. Then I'll just see what all the student work is there. That's all right. So I go on to the create button. I click on the create button and I have given the command to get my notebook ready. So it is getting the notebook ready. It will take a little while. So you can see some activity happening behind and the class book is being ready, and you can see welcome to the class notebook means the class notebook has been made. Now you see this arrow ahead here. This is called the navigation panel. So whenever we want to make any changes out here, we will have to click on the navigation panel, and the moment we click on this, we get this welcome note, and you can see you have the collaboration space, the content library, the teacher only, and the private space for the child Shreyan Datta here. Now because there is only one child that I have added in my trial team, you can see only one notebook. I'll take you to my another team wherein I have more than one students. Let me take you to this 10C class team, and you can see the class notebook here. I'll show it to you. If you see the class notebook here, now see I'll just go on to the navigation panel here, and you can see that after teachers only I have so many students and their work. I can see that they are all having the class notebooks. If you like scroll it till down, so there are all these students have a separate, a personal class notebook, and if you see this one child cannot see the work of the other. The Arav Sapra can upload the work, his own work over here, but he cannot see the work of any other child down below. So I go back to the trial team now, and you can see here I'll go back to the class notebook. In the class notebook I'll show you the work that is there. So I again go on to the navigation panel, and I'll see the collaboration space. As I had told you, if I want some suggestion from the students, I want some plan to be worked out, I want everyone to be interactive, maybe some group work to be done wherein everybody has to put an input. So I will always post that work in the collaboration space. In the content library, I can post whatever work can be viewed by the students. I can edit the work, maybe whatever lesson I'm teaching, I can put it in the content library there. Now after the content library, we have the teacher only work. In the teacher only work, it's an important space. I'll show you to how it can be worked out. So I have, first thing is the using the teacher only section group. I'll let it remain as it is because it's giving me the instructions what all can be done here. I can rename this section. I can change the color of this section. I can add a new page to it, or I can simply add a new section to it. Now when I add a new section to it, I'll just click on this and I can enter the name of the section. So I'm entering the assignments here, and if I do that, then I click on OK. So the assignment button is added. I could have changed the color also, but I go on to a new section now, and this new section I name as the homework. So I'll write homework here, and I will, once I've written that, I'll write OK. So this is, after that I can write the follow-up section. I'll add up a new section here, and that new section can be follow up. So this is another section wherein I can note down the marks of the students, or if they're giving the work or not. So now I can change the color also. Let's give it a try. So I go on to this homework section and I change the color to magenta. So you can see the magenta colors appear. So now I can identify very easily. If I want to go on to the homework, I'll just click on to this magenta tab. I don't even need to read it carefully. So again, this is one added advantage to make my work easier, in an easy way to accessible to me. So I'm clicking on to assignments now. Let's see how can we upload the assignments in this teacher section. So I can do the work here. I'll upload the assignments over here, and the child can complete the assignment in his own notebook also. I can also give it as a homework to the child. So this is how it can be used very effectively. So let us try to upload the assignments in the teachers section. So I click on to the assignment, and you can see on the right side there is one blank page that has been inserted. So I write on this page the assignment 1, and my first assignment of quadratic equations. Now I select the heading, and I can maybe bold it, or I can underline it. I can even change the color of it. So this is how I can beautify my assignment, that it is more striking. Now let us try to insert the assignment. So I click on enter first of all. After clicking on enter, I go on to insert. After inserting, you can go to file, and now the file has to be put as an attachment or as a file printout. So we will select what? We will select the this as an attachment. So we'll just insert the file as an attachment. So after clicking on insert as an attachment, we will be asked that from where have we to choose the file. So I'll select the file from the desktop, and on the desktop I have this file with me, the quadratic equation assignment. So I choose that and I click on open. So the file is chosen, and now I have to just insert it. So the moment I insert the file, it will be uploaded as a PDF, and the students will be able to see it once I put it as a homework or as an assignment. So once this is done, I again go to the navigation panel, and I'll add one more assignment. So I just go on to the assignment, and I right click here. On right clicking, what do I get? I just go on to the new page now. So I just add the new page, and I am adding another assignment. So I type assignment 2, and this is the assignment of arithmetic progression. So I type the head. So I go on to enter, and after clicking on that, I'll go on to insert, and once again the same procedure will be followed. I will just click on to the insert as an attachment, and I'll choose the file of arithmetic progression. I will select that. open it up, and the file is going to be inserted as a PDF. So the teachers only section is like a storehouse. I can store all my assignments, and whenever I need them, I can give it to my students. So now let's say we need to assign them the work. So I go on to the assignments on the extreme left of the toolbar, and I just I select the class. So I am selecting the trial team class, and I go on to the next button. After that, I'll go to create. This will give me three options: assignment, quiz, and from existing. So I click on the assignment, and then we can add the further details. Now see here, first thing is that I need to give the title to the assignment. So the title of my assignment can be assignment 1 and quadratic equations. Then I go to instructions. Now the instructions can be complete the assignment and upload in the homework of the class notebook. Now the instructions been given, I have to upload the assignment for the students. So I go on to, one is that I take it from the device, or I just go on to my class notebook. So what I do is, I'll do that, I'll go to the class notebook, then on clicking on that, I will just go to the teachers only section. In the teachers only section, I have the assignments. In the assignment section, I had two assignments, so I will take up the assignment 1 of the quadratic equations. I'll select that, and I will attach the file here, and it is now visible to the students. So this is how I have to give the assignment to the students, make it visible to them, and then after that I will just go back to my work. Now another option of adding the resources could be that instead of taking it from teachers only section, I can go on to upload from this device also. Now just see down below in the left corner, you can see it is written that upload from the device. So if I use that option, I can directly upload the assignment from the device, and that can very easily be used as an assignment for the students. So I click on upload from the device, and I just find out what assignment I want to upload. So I wanted to upload the quadratic equations assignment. I find it out from the desktop, I select it, I open it, and it is uploaded here. So this is done, and I can see here it has been done here. The assignment, quadratic equation assignment, has been uploaded. So it is not graded, so there are no points or no rubrics to it. It is already assigned to the trial team, and now I want to see that when do I put the due date. So I'll put it the due date as Thursday, August 6, 2020, and I can post the assignment notification to this channel in the general section. And once everything is done, I can go on to this. On the top right corner, you will see that the assign button is written. So I will go on to the assign, and it is going to be assigned to the students. So this is that simple it is to assign the work to the students. Now let me see if there's any notification that is there that the assignment has been uploaded or not, or how my students will be able to see the assignment. So let us check that. So I go back to my Teams, and let me see how it appears. So going back to my team, I can see this red icon that is appearing, that something has been added. So this is the assignment. Let me view it, that how will my students get to see. So I just go here, and I see that the student has not turned in. That means he's still not seen the assignment. So I will not be able to check anything as of now. But yes, I can just see how the student will be able to see the assignment, whether it is clear to him or not. So I just go on to the student's view here, and I click on the student's view, and again he can see the assignment like this. It's going to appear like this to him. So I click it up, and I can see the assignment will be appearing. So this is the very neat and clean PDF that is there, and the child can easily attempt the assignment. It will not be a problem. So thus my assignment has been uploaded for the student, and he can now attempt the assignment. Now let us have a look how the student will get to see it. Now I have logged in with my student's ID and I am trying to show you how the student gets. Now you see here this red icon that is appearing on the top right corner of this trial team. It means that something is there, some notification is there for the child. So I click on to his teams and I can see that the assignment has been uploaded. So I click on view assignment and I'll be able to see the assignment. I click on this quadratic equations assignment PDF just to check what exactly is the assignment about. So the assignment, on clicking it, the assignment will open up and the assignment I'll be able to attempt the assignment. I'll be able to solve the assignment. So you can see the assignment, the PDF has opened and it is clear enough for the child to appear for it. Now once the child gets the assignment, it is now his work how he wants to respond to it. There is one option of adding the work down below. In the left here you can see add work. So you can just simply upload the PDF of the solution of the assignment. That is already what he has uploaded on the desktop, and he'll find it out and he'll just add that assignment to the to it. So let's find out where it is. So here is the PDF that has to be attached as a solution. So it has been attached and I'll just go, it is done. So now the solutions assignment is there. I get a notification that it is work and it's done, and then I go on to on the top turn in. Once turn in means that yes, the work is done. The teacher can get a notification that the work has been done and he can just simply assess it. Now if the child wants to just, it's a small assignment, the child wants to just give the feedback that it is done or not done, this is the best possible way for the child to upload the work. But in case if it has to be thoroughly checked, then I would always prefer to use the class notebook and upload the work there so that the teacher can check it properly. So I'll just show you how it is to be done. I'll click on to the class notebook and you can see in the class notebook there is one complete section for the child separately. So I once again click on the navigation panel. I click on that and I come to the child's workplace, the individual workplace wherein the child can do the work. So I go on to the homework section there. On going on to the homework section, I can now just upload. I can write the heading of the work, maybe assignment 1. So then I will just put an enter and I'll insert the file. Now while inserting the file, there are two options. One is to insert as attachment and the other is to insert as a file printout. This is one important part that you should remember. You have to insert as the file printout. That is very important. So I insert as a file printout. I click on that and I'll select the file from my desktop wherever I have placed the work done. So I have chosen the mathematics PDF and I have inserted the file after selecting it, and once it is inserted, it is going to show that it is inserting the picture. After the picture has been inserted means the assignment can now be read by the teacher and corrected by the teacher. Now once the student has uploaded the work, it is teacher's turn now to see the work and assess it. So I have again logged in as a teacher and I go to see the child's work. Now what is the way to do it? I go on to the assignments. I click on the assignments and I see that the assignment that was put in given to this child, there is one child who's turned in, one on one has turned it. So I just click on that and I see that this child has done the work. It's written turned in, means that the child has done the work. So I click on it to see his work, and if on clicking it, the assignment, the PDF that the child had submitted opens up. Now if I see the work, it is all right, so I can give my feedback. For question 1 it is correct, question 2 is also correct, question 3 is correct, question 4 I can say that yes, there's some mistake is there. So I can write my comments in the comment section. So after writing all the remarks, after checking it completely, I can see there are no points in it because it was not a graded one. So it's all checked and I can return the assignment to the child. I'll just click on return, means the child will receive the corrected portion and it is done. The work is finished. If the assignment is small and there is less to be conveyed, small feedback is enough. This is the best possible way to check the work in the assignment. If you need to thoroughly check it, then in that case, class notebook is a better option wherein you can deeply and thoroughly check the work. So I go on to the class notebook and I'll show you how we can assess the assignment. So once again, clicking on the class notebook, I click on the navigation panel. After that, I will just go to the child's notebook, the personal notebook, and I'll see his homework. So clicking on the homework, I can see that the child has uploaded the assignment. So just see the assignment and try to evaluate it. Maybe the first question is correct, so I can give the marks to the child. Maybe I can say 3 on 3 or 2 on 2, whatever the question marks were. So I'll choose the red color. I can choose the highlighter. I can make the font size bigger. I can make it thicker. I can make it bolder. So or doing all that, I can check the work. So you see I am giving the marks. I have highlighted the work because that the red color is clearly visible. I'll be making it bold also, and I'll be increasing the font size apart from highlighting the work, so that the child is clearly able to see his mistakes and the marks that the child has obtained. So this is how I can check the rest of the sheet also. So you can see that this is how I can give the marks: 3 on 3, 2 on 2, and if there's any mistake I can write the correct answer. Like here it should have been y is equal to -4, so I can write that, and after writing it I can highlight it and increase the font size and make it bolder also, so that the child can see his mistake and he might not repeat it again. So this is how the checking can be done in a very meticulous manner, so that the child gets to know his or her mistakes and it is of good use to the child. So I'll just scroll through the correction work done by me, so that you are able to see that how the child will get to see the work. See, all the correction has been done. It's very clearly visible to the child. The mistakes can be rectified by the child now. Here I can write that the steps are missing, and the marks can be deducted, maybe 3.5 out of 4 I can give here. So this is how the correction work can be done and can be given to the students. Now for the last time I will be logging in as a student, and I'll be showing to you that how the child will get to see the work what I have given to the child. So he sees the assignment, he goes on to the assignment and to this class notebook, and he opens the class notebook to the page, to the homework portion, through the navigation panel. So I opened the class notebook to the child, and as the procedure I have explained to you, I'll go on to the homework section, wherein the child had done the work. So this is where the child gets to see the work. Now if you'll scroll down, you will see what all corrections I had made. The child will be able to see all of them clearly, and he gets to know his mistakes. And my work of downloading the work and then uploading it again and sending it to the child, that all is saved, and the child gets to see what all corrections were required to be seen by him. So that's all for the class notebook and the assignment uploading by the child and by the teachers. I hope this is going to be a useful video for you, wherein you will be able to use the Microsoft Teams in a better and a more efficient way. So thank you so much.